Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, first ever YouTube video. Today, we're going to be talking about prep. Obviously, as it says in the title, going to be describing you through some of the best moments during prep as a whole, and some of the challenges during prep as well. So, first of all, overall, put your place 4th out of 8. Not a bad placement for your first comp. And you know what? I was genuinely happy with the day, happy with the experience, and just loved it in general. Can't wait to do it again next October. So save that date ready for next year. But overall, the experience, it was exhilarating. Definitely a challenge, but you know, at the same time as well, I knew for a fact when I first started this, nothing was going to be easy. So when I first jumped into the prep, started December 29th, mentally I wanted to be prepared beforehand, go into that prep level-headed, go into it with high intensity and smash it from the get-go. And you know what? I'll be honest, the first fucking 14 to 16 weeks, absolutely easy. I was ticking off cardio on a daily, doing my steps, hitting meals every single time. Wasn't even thinking about snacks as much, to be honest. I was having my sugar-free drinks, but wasn't even thinking about snacks at all. It was a fucking breeze. Then, week 16 hit. After that, I was food focused. I was, looking at every single snack in the shops, going down every single aisle, looking at those biscuits, chocolates, sweets, you name it, I was looking at it. And yeah, the food focus hit. Everything just hit me at once. The energy dipped, and all of a sudden, I was now just constantly hungry. So I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And I was like, shit, is this prep? Fucking hell. Am I going to have to experience this for the next 4 weeks? And, it was the case, but yeah, did I start moaning about it? Well, no. It was me who signed up for this prep. I wanted to do this. So, bitching about it ain't going to do nothing for me. It's just going to make things worse. So I thought, fuck it, let's go into it. Let's carry on. No matter what, I still want to do this. I'm still loving the process. So the positives of prep. Main positives, I will say, you know what, there is a lot of positives when it comes to it. First of all, I got to go on the stage, and, the feeling of going on the actual stage was immense. Just the support I got in general from friends and family, hearing the call outs in the stage, it was, that was definitely an experience. But just the feeling of going on the stage in general was great, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. But the prep itself, the mindset I adopted from the prep, like I've said this to quite a few people, but my idea of an off-plan meal before would have been something like, I don't know, let's say a Domino's pizza, a snack on the side, like a wedgies or a garlic bread, and then getting some sweet like a milkshake. So pretty much saying an off-plan meal into like a fucking banquet near enough. Whereas now I would lean more towards the side of something like a higher calorie Ninja Creamy, because I've been obsessed with those for like the past 2 months. And probably something like a make your own as the pizza. So it's gone from, again, it is still an off-plan meal, but it's not like completely binging out of the way. It's still that sort of balance, which ain't going to completely throw me off track, but still allow me to have somewhat balance whilst having an off-plan meal. But as well as that, just the diet mind I've inherited from prep in general, keeping me, disciplined, staying on track most of all, putting my goals before my cravings and, all that sort of stuff. So that's definitely one thing I have adopted this prep. And just my relationship with food in general, to be honest. Not over fucking thinking about food every time, think about all these different food choices. Like, Tim's given me a food plan. I absolutely love the food plan, what he's given me. And it feels like a reward whilst also staying on plan. Challenges during prep. So briefly spoke about this, but I think the only part which was challenging was the last 4 weeks, just because my social battery was at an all-time low, and I really didn't want it to affect my job at all. Like, obviously, working at Fit24 didn't want it to affect, me working with customers or with my clients. Did not want it to affect my relationship with clients at all, which thank God it didn't, because that's one thing I was really worried about, not giving 100% when it comes to my coaching. But thankfully I learned how to balance it, and I still put in 100% when it comes to my coaching, as well as putting 100% into my own prep, my own training, etc. So yeah, that was one of the challenges I did face during the last 4 weeks, but you work around it, you don't complain, you work around it and you get on with it. But I'd probably say the only other challenge was the social side of things, distancing a bit from mates and family a little bit, just because I didn't have the patience, I didn't have the time, and I was like, why the fuck is my social battery this low? Why don't I want to talk to people? I was just super irritable, and I know for a fact, if I would have spent more time socially, I would have ended up just fucking snapping at someone. So I really did have to balance on that a little bit, and definitely cut down my social time massively, just so I could focus on, well, the main things: recovery, sleep, food, and training. So next steps then. Next steps is an 11-month off season. So time to become a big boy in these next 11 months. I mean, right now we are in the post-show diet phase, so off season hasn't officially started yet. So Tim's brought up the calories slightly and brought the expenditure as well a little bit, just so, we're not going to be completely binging post-show and not gaining excessive amounts of weight. We want to gradually bring up that weight, just so we start the off season in a good spot. So really happy with it, and the food plan is fucking phenomenal. Cannot wait for it. I'll share that with you in another video where I'm doing a full day of eating. But yeah, the food plan is where it's at. It's proper hit the nail on the head when it comes to that. So 11 months then of gaining. Gonna be a slow one and a gradual one, but looking to improve massively, ready for next year. We're gonna truly improve package and make my last year as a junior next year a big one. Actually win some trophies, enjoy the process even more, and overall bring a better package for next year, showcase a better package, and get on that stage and give it my all. See how it goes from there. Advice I would give to first timers, again, I'm not speaking, as though I'm some sort of fucking experienced guru. I've literally just finished my first timer show, but from what I've experienced, I would say don't focus on food, keep things as consistent as possible. So don't be making frequent changes. I mean, with stuff like food choices, because then food focus increases fucking massively, and you're more prone to be snacking and just overthinking about food instead of everything else. So that is definitely one thing I would say. And posing is definitely the thing I would say you need to learn, because once I was on that stage, it was so fucking nerve-wracking, like learning all those poses from there, because there's 13 poses you've got to do in general, and learning all those poses at once, it is quite a lot. So do not fall off on your posing. Luckily for me, I started working with Sammy about 16 weeks out from my show. Sammy helps my posing lots. Again, I'm still not perfect, so that's why I'm going to be working with him again next year when it comes to prep. But get a good posing coach. Recommend that even during the off season, before you start prep. Get ahead of the game and nail that posing before you step on that stage. You want to be as confident as possible before going onto the stage. And my last piece of advice would be, enjoy the process. Remember, you're choosing to do this prep, so fucking enjoy it. But yeah, overall, that pretty much wraps up this video. I've kept it a short one for today just because it's my first video and I know for a fact it's not going to be the best video when it comes to it, but I just thought I'd share my experience overall during prep and give out a bit of insight to any first timers for next year or even this year when it comes to it. But thank you for watching. Give a like, give a subscribe, and most of all, promote the video.